Hello. This is just a Tamiya, Japanese officer from their 1/35th, of course. Japanese officer set, I think it's called. I'll show you the box anyway in a minute. Well, have a look now. Hang on. Yeah, that thing. And and probably upside down, or being Japanese, I'm not sure. That's better, a bit. Sort of stuff. So, I got him ready for painting. And him, I've just got him in front of us. But he's not quite ready yet. I've still got to do more filing now that I've got all the bits together. I've spent about 20 hours so far on that one, getting it to that kind of stage. So a little bit to go. That sword, katana, is well, it's just so vulnerable, isn't it, to snapping. I don't really want to reinforce the handle with liquid super glue, because then that will remove any traces of the leather grip that they had. But maybe I'll just smooth the whole thing down and super glue it, thin layer, stop it snapping, hopefully. And just beyond the tang, I suppose they call it, of the sword, at the end of the blade and the end of the handle, top of the handle. So, I suppose, stop saying I suppose. So, this is what you get. Got some sprues up here. That's like the furniture and whatnot. And you get instructions, furniture, equipment, whatever. And some decals. I'm not sure how you say it still. Things like uniform things, and those bottom rows are like stamps on crates, wooden crates. Right, and oh no, that's not right. Oh, I haven't got the rest of the sprue to hand, I don't think. I'm not sure where it is. I'll put it somewhere, but still. Oh, here it is. 1 second. Yeah. Look, health and safety advice just flew in front of my face. Or whatever that was. Something like that. Yeah, so you can see I've done 2 of them. But I do as much of the work with a file or scalpel, even little drills sometimes, to get recesses out or something, and yes, so you can, well, those are the other 2. So do them on the sprue as much as you can with the file around the supports, and it's just much stronger to do it. Well, it saves you, I'm right-handed, so it saves my left hand from having to hold these fiddly little bits, as it were. You get some strength from the sprue itself, well, holds it much better. Sometimes you have to strengthen these supports where they hit the moulding or they hit the figures. Otherwise, if they're too weak, they can break easily during your fettling stage. Well, my fettling stage. I'm not sure if everyone else. I'm sure there's many people go to the sort of details. I'm sure, yes, I know they do, for extraordinary details for 1/35ths. And similarly, they've probably spent hours and hours like me doing these, getting them before painting. Right, I've seen enough of that. I'll just go on a bit, another minute or so about this one. So he's starting to look sort of realistic. As you can see, there's like a join on his arm. Sleeve, yes. So that need to round the sleeve, maybe reduce the depth slightly. I've tried to hollow out his cuffs a bit. Maybe he should have a cuff of a white shirt just visible. And I need to go around the arms and reduce a bit of the shoulder, the rear of the arm joint, whatever that's called, God knows. Rear, I don't know. And, sorry. Yes. So, well, the chair's okay, isn't it? It looks like it's a bit kind of rickety, because it's not quite square. The back has kind of gone forward a bit, maybe people leaning on it from behind or something. I suppose moisture in the jungle would make the wood joints swell quite nicely, so it maybe be more resistant to joints loosening in furniture. It's amazing what you have to think of sometimes, or to justify your choice of something, the way you've painted or presented something, or the way you've put it together, to imply where maybe. It's good to be able to justify. I've put him, you're not actually sitting on the seat properly, which is a bit un-Japanese, but that was a cock-up by me, and I just couldn't really risk prying him off again, off his fat ass, which I need to reduce a bit. Still, and I put his head on a slight angle, because these 4 officer figures are going to be, I might change one of them to just a radio operator or a sergeant or something. It just seems a bit odd that I've only got 4 and they're all like officers. So he's kind of, it's like he's heard some, I've got the Airfix bamboo house, and they'll be perfect for that, to go inside. And he just kind of, as if he's just heard something, because I've got some Australians to do that are creeping up, but they're only Airfix Australians, but they're not really quite decent size, taller than the Japanese, certainly, yes. So they work quite well together. So I've got to have these Australians kind of making a night attack, and I might put a hurricane lamp or 2 inside the bamboo house with LEDs. Just give it a night sneak attack type thing. They just, oh yes, and what these Tamiya figures, I've done various sort of Caucasian type armies of World War II in the past, like the Germans, and I suppose mainly. Yes, don't know if I've done any other nationalities apart from blooming Germans. Can't think of any anyway. So, yeah, this is a bit different, really. And of all their figures, I believe the Japanese figures, of course, look the most correct in terms of human proportions and realism. Whereas the Caucasian figures portrayed tend to look a bit childish because they've got kind of big heads. But these look just, I think, brilliant. And he should be very realistic once he's done. I'm careful I don't snap that katana. I've got a 650 katana in the garage that I'm sort of restoring. Mind you, I haven't done anything on it for about a year. Can't be arsed. It's tedious, slow work, a bit like this. But at least it's comfortable in here. There's no power in the garage. Right, I'm going to go, and thank you for watching. Bye.